Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and today I'm going to be reviewing the Bastinelli Creations Raptor GT6. And before I get started on the review and my opinion of the knife, I would like to get the stats out of the way because that's the boring part. The overall length is 10.5 inches, the blade length is 5.5 inches, blade thickness is 4 millimeters, and the blade steel is D2. Handle material is a green G10, and it weighs 6.8 ounces, 8 ounces with the sheath, and it's manufactured by Lion Steel. Now this is a Bastinelli Creations design, but it's produced by Lion Steel, and you have seen Bastinelli knives on my channel before. He is a custom knife maker out of France, and he has a YouTube channel called Bast2A. And he makes some very well-made slideshow videos and some very good bottle cut test videos and cut test videos in general. But this is one of his production tactical fixed blades, and to me that is exactly what it is. It is a purpose-built fighting knife, and I'd like to put it in the category of daggle. Now it's a single-edged knife, which that, along with it being a 5.5 inch blade, makes it legal for me to carry in Texas. But even though it's a single-edged knife, it has the lines of a daggle, and to me it'd be a very good thrusting knife. Has a very good edge geometry, which makes it very well at slashing, but to me this would be a good thrusting knife. And a little feature which I'd like to see, which would make it illegal for me to carry, which I'm glad that we have this option, but I think for the guys serving in the military, law enforcement, what have you, I think a good feature would be is to have this portion right here sharpened to aid in penetration. And is it needed? No. I just think it would make the knife super cool, and I think it would make it a little bit more effective. Not that it needs to be any more effective. This is a deadly knife. But like I said, I look at it as more of a daggle knife, but it is single edge. It has jimping up top, and it's functional jimping. But a lot of people tend to get hung up on, is the jimping effective? Do I have a thumb ramp? Do I have jimping? You know, because they're concerned about their hand slipping forward on the blade. As far as I'm concerned, jimping is more of a comfort issue. This jimping isn't so sharp that it's going to irritate you unless you're going to put it through some intense carving task. But it's comfortable. What really protects your hand from slipping forward is the ergonomics of the handle. Like for instance this finger choil right here. It's deep, you have this overhang right there. That's what's going to protect your hand from slipping forward, not the jimping. So with the handle, how it's designed, grabbing it in a natural grip, your hand has no way of slipping forward unless you just loosen up and let go. Just grabbing this knife prevents your hand from slipping forward, and it's not due to the jimping, it's due to the superior handle design. Speaking of the handle design, you have a exposed pommel, and you can use this pommel for several things. You can use it for breaking glass, you can use it for bashing skulls in, pommeling people to death. That's where the term comes from, the pommel, pommeling people to death. So there's a free etymology lesson for you. And something that I like about the handle, it's just something I appreciate, I don't know if you will, but they use these fittings, and these, I don't know what these fittings are called, but it's a 5-hole screw, or yeah, I'm going to call it a screw. And to me this looks a whole lot nicer than the average torque bit or screw that you normally see on knives. This is just a little bit extra special, and to me it brings the knife's appearance. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. I'm stumbling over my words. But anyways, you also have some jimping right here, so if you wanted to choke up I don't know if you're doing kitchen work or whatever, but you can choke up and do some cutting task. But in all, I really believe this to be a purpose-built knife, great for SWAT teams, security officials, security guards, military people who are serving in an urban setting. Like if a soldier was going to fight in the woods, jungle, I'd probably suggest that they have a what I'm going to call a vital utility knife, something that they can use for fighting, but also as a self-defense hand-to-hand combat knife. This is more of a purpose-built weapon, and although you can do other stuff with it, to me the only real use this knife would get would be from hand-to-hand combat, and that's its main design. And so hopefully, including myself, no one will have to use it for that, but if you do, I'm very positive that it will serve you well. It has superior ergonomics, has superb thrusting capabilities, great slashing capabilities. The only downside of this knife is its sheath, and this is how you get the sheath from the store. It's a Kydex sheath. Nothing wrong with Kydex, but all you have are these grommet holes, and you have no way of mounting it on your side, molly gill, what have you. It's just a Kydex sheath. What I have done, and what I do with a lot of my Bastinelli knives, is that I run some paracord through it, and I thread this through my belt loop, pass the lanyard over my sheath, then pull, and it's tethered to my belt loop. Then I put the knife in the sheath, and I put it in my fifth pocket. And for those of you who do not know the terminology fifth pocket, when you look at the standard pair of blue jeans, you have the four main compartments: your front pockets, your back pockets, and then you have that little bitty fifth pocket on top of your or behind your right front pocket that normally doesn't get used for anything. But this knife slides right in real nice and deep, about this much is showing, and I usually tuck my short over it. It's concealed, no one knows I have it, and it's fairly easy to get to in a hurry. And the only real downside from carrying it in that method is that I noticed when getting in and out of vehicles, this will tend to rub up against my side, kind of poke me a little bit, but it's not so uncomfortable that I can't handle it. It doesn't keep me from carrying the knife. It just something that I notice when I get in and out of vehicles. But other than that, just walking around, doing my own thing, going to school, running errands, it's not a big issue. It's very easily carried, and I really enjoy it. Now, this knife, I got it from BladeHQ.com, and you can get this knife with yeah, I know the phone's ringing. I'm not going to answer it. But you can get this knife with partial serrations right here on this area. And I've said before that I'm not a big fan of partial serrations, but I really don't mind them on dagger type knives. But this knife has a very good slashing capability. It has good edge geometry. As far as I'm concerned, you don't need the serrations. If you want them, that's fine. They have that option. But I went ahead and got the plain edge. But I got this at BladeHQ.com for $249 shipped. That's $249 with shipping and handling. And they also have this knife in the black coloration. I decided to get green because everybody does black, and I thought I'll do something a little bit different. But yeah, this is the Bastinelli. Just to recap on what I've said, 5.5 inch blade length, 10.5 inches overall, and a great Fidel or tactical fixed blade. Very well done, very ergonomic, very comfortable in the hand, and to me, although it can do utility tasks, that's not where it shines. Thank you for watching my review. I hope y'all have a great day, and thank you for watching. I'm Asatsu5, and I'm out.